along, we've been asking you at home to join this conversation that we've been having about a very sensitive issue, and you have. You've weighed in on an emotional issue concerning the care and treatment, obviously, of the disabled population, development of the disabled population in New Jersey. Now, I want to read a few of the comments that really stood out, and we were overwhelmed by comments primarily from families who are very invested in this, having loved ones in this care. And let me start off with a comment from the Midler family, this from a parent of someone involved in the system. Quote, the majority of parents whose children reside in these centers would not have sent them to a state center if they had any hope of leading a quality, engaged life in the community. The next comment coming from A. Shoshan, who writes, the state of New Jersey should regard the developmental centers as jewels in its crown of moral conscience. No one can say for sure that they themselves or their family members might not ever need them. Joan writes, these beautiful souls cannot speak for themselves and should not be victimized again by some bureaucratic cost-cutting act. And the Pecan family says, my family has always worked and been faithful taxpayers. We petition our state governor and leaders to keep Hunterdon open. And finally, Diane says, the people who live in these facilities have already been dealt a terrible hand. They have found peace and comfort in these facilities. Who would want to be responsible for taking away their happiness and their home? Look somewhere else to cut corners, not in the homes of the mentally disabled. And if I could for a moment here, I would like to touch on Diane's comments before I close. As I said, I don't believe any stakeholders in this debate have anything but the best interests of this most vulnerable population. That being said, I believe too many people are presuming to speak for this population and their loved ones. Community centers, as currently constituted, are wonderful alternatives for the higher functioning. But to suggest that they are equipped to serve the most acute patients, I believe, is either delusional or even dangerous. Developmental centers, they're huge and they're costly, and maybe consolidation is both possible and in New Jersey's best interest. But through our investigation, it was abundantly clear that they serve a critical need. I suggest that Governor Christie visits one himself before an economic decision is made that the Garden State may come to regret. All right, now we, of course, will continue to follow the possible closings of developmental centers in New Jersey, and we'll bring you updates. But in the meantime, we are always eager to get your comments and bring more of the dialogue to our audience. So please write us at rnntv.com/message or reach out to us on Facebook at facebook.com/FiOS1NewsLI. Thank you, everyone, for watching.